Thank you for tuning in. You're now tuned in to Difficult People Chronicles. I'm seriously focused, Johnny, SF Johnny. Today's episode is called The Message. They need to pray for themselves. Before I get started, like I said, still got the special 20% off the session. Sign up. Go to my website, seriouslyfocusedjohnny.com. This episode, I want you to go check out an older podcast episode, The Message Support. So this person is coming to you for help. They need your prayers. They feel that when you pray, whatever happens in their life, they get peace or mountains get moved, whatever happens when you pray. They feel like you have the power, so they coming to you because they want you to pray. But what God said to me is that they have to pray for themselves. I feel sometimes like I said before, where the situation was when I prayed for somebody and things didn't happen. And God said that they had to pray. And then when they prayed, everything happened. God is the Alpha and the Omega. So if he says they need to do something, they need to do it. And for you not to intervene. When this person comes back into your life, because it's going to be somebody that you already know, go to God and ask, should you be involved with this person in their situation first? Meaning that even if you tell them that they have to pray for themselves, they might ask you, what scriptures, what this, what that. They might want to know some kind of information from you. If God instructs you to help them, put them to work. Meaning, don't be burning yourself out trying to figure out how to help their situation. They need to pray. Let them do all the work, because whoever's coming in front of you is going to expect you to do the work. You have these people that go through these situations, drama after drama, and then they come up to you and say, pray for me. Meanwhile, you busy praying without ceasing, getting up in the wee hours of the morning, doing all the work. And these people is out there in the streets just chilling, having fun, drinking and partying. They need to pray for themselves. They're going to have to go to God, and then they're going to have to come back to you for certain things that only you can identify that they did. They're going to need you for that. Meaning that it's something that they're going through that they need to pray about, and they're not being honest with themselves, or they so stuck in this way of thinking or way of being, and all the people around them are not being honest with them. But you have always been honest with them because it's a part of your make. So you could tell that person exactly how they act, basically. So if they do a lot of stupid nonsense or stuff that just ain't right, there's people around them that's not going to tell them that. But you tell them exactly who they are and how trifling they been. And that's what they need from you, which is really no energy. Like, you're not going to be waking up in the wee hours of the morning to pray for them and all this other stuff. They need to do that. They need to go to God in prayer, because they're going to need to ask for forgiveness, and there's a lot of things they're going to have to be doing. They're going to have to put in that work. They really gonna need you. Like I said, repeat. If God tells you to help them, don't hold their hands. And be careful. You don't want to slip into doing all the work. Because what I saw is that this person wants you to do all the work. They want you to do all the work, and they sit down and relax and do nothing. When I thought about this message that came to me, it's like, what I felt is like, situations always feel good when you have old memories, old friends, family members that you ain't seen in years that come hang out with you. But sometimes they not right, and you are in their company, or they in your company. And then you realize that they haven't changed, because they still want you to do all the work. And the situation can easily go back to the way it was before. Some people have that spirit that lies inside of them that they struggle with. Part of them want to be right, and the other part of them is a mess. Let them deal with that mess. That's the part they need to work on. So like I said, they're going to need you for certain things that only you can identify that they did. Just to tell them who they are, that they just trifling in certain things, how they move. They're going to need you to be honest with them like you've always been. But they're going to really need to hear it now. Because the people around them is not telling them the truth. The people around them is doing a lot of dancing. Like when they go into the person about their problem, they like, oh, this happened, that happened. They like, yeah, oh my goodness. Like, they like, where they do that at? They don't want to tell them the truth. Instead of saying, you really responsible for all this mess because you've been doing it for a long time. They need to hear the truth. Even if they don't like it, that's the only thing they're going to need from you. But they're going to have to go to God in prayer, because you know what? The prayer that they go to God with is going to be a whole lot of nonsense that they did that you don't even know about. Yeah. And even if you was to sit down and pray for them, it wouldn't be as much as detailed as the things that they did to some, or whatever they did, or whatever they got themselves into. They're not going to tell you everything. Be mindful. Like I said, restoration period is serious. Proverbs 12:17. Whoever speaks the truth gives honest evidence, but a false witness utters deceit. hmm You're going to have to let that person know that they're going to have to pray for themselves. Because you don't have any idea what they got themselves into. And Proverbs chapter 13, verse 4, the soul of the lazy man desires and has nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made rich. This person, they believe in God, but they just don't want to pray. They rather do everything else. When it comes to running the streets and doing everything else, they have all the energy in the world. But when it comes to praying, all of a sudden, they tired. What it is that they're lazy, and they're looking for a way out, to use someone who could do what they can do. And the thing about it is that what they want in their life is peace, but they don't want to work to have it. They want you to do the work, and they receive peace. And it doesn't work like that. So that's it for today. Check me out on YouTube. Like, subscribe, click the notification. Check out my store. The downloadable document is still there. Your Money Matters, Part 1. For suggested topics, email me. Put in the subject box topic. And like I said, sessions are 20% off. Go to my website. All the links is underneath. Love me more and I love you more. Later.